Drexina Nelson, fashion and beauty photographer, and you're watching Beauty Media TV.
Hello, I'm Pearl, and welcome to Beauty Media TV's Salon Professional Series, The Business of Beauty. Today we have with us celebrity photographer, salon owner, and beauty expert, the wonderful and talented Drexina Nelson. Drexina, how are you today?
I'm wonderful, Pearl. How are you?
Wonderful. So tell us, when it comes to planning a photo shoot, what should salons consider?
The first thing they should consider is who are they talking to? Who is your target market? If your market is professional women, but you're doing pink hair and blue hair and purple hair, you're not going to get new clients. So if you want to speak to and capture new clients, make sure it's telling the story of what your salon is all about.
Okay, so telling a story. So should the photo shoot have a theme?
I would say, we can say theme or art direction. You definitely need a direction. I always say if you don't have a roadmap, how can you ever get to the destination, right? So with that art direction, it's kind of your roadmap to what you're trying to say, again, to your salon's brand story. With that, you can kind of plan it out. And another thing I would say is to partner with the photographer, or make sure you have an art director that's kind of over the whole shoot so you won't miss the key things or the key elements in the photo shoot.
All right, so how important is model selection when you're doing a photo shoot?
It's one of the most important things. People skimp on models, even companies sometimes. Big companies skimp on models because of cost, but if you're putting all this money into a big production and you skimp on one part, down to hair, makeup, model selection, you really lose the essence of what you're trying to go for. So just really kind of sink the money into every part, every key element of the photo shoot. Models, if you have a model that's gorgeous and she can't pose, she can't really pull off what you need her to, or convey the emotion that you're trying to evoke, then there's no point. So you have to hire professional models or hire models with experience. It's the most important.
Awesome. So how about location? How important is location?
Location, I would say, depending on what you're trying to tell, what story you're trying to tell, location is important. Most of the time, I mean, if you don't want to be in the desert if you're not telling that type of story, I would say the best thing to do is to shoot in the studio, keep it clean, bring in props, make it about the hair. The hair is the hero. You're really not trying to have too much to compete with your hair. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So wardrobe is important, but you don't want wardrobe to overpower, again, the hero, which is the hair.
Awesome. So if you were to give 5 tips to salon owners in terms of how they can have a visually compelling photo shoot in regards to their style and their look, what would be those 5 tips?
The first thing I would say is to be prepared. Make sure you have the proper team. That'll be second. But to be prepared, preparation is key. Make sure to partner with an art director or your photographer and really map out what your direction is for the photo shoot. The second thing I would say is teamwork. Teamwork to create the imagery that you want your company or your hair salon to tell. Without the proper team, again, you're just shooting blanks. Mm-hmm. So make sure your hairstylist on the team. Don't just put someone there because they're your friend. Put them there because they are talented and they can get the job done. It's not really an emotional thing, it's a business thing. Make sure they can do the job. And make sure each person, let's say if you have a hairstylist that's good at color, put that person on color for the whole campaign. The next person that can cut, put them on cutting. Don't try something new or reinvent the wheel before a photo shoot.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's not time to play.
Right.
Too much money involved.
Absolutely, absolutely. On a photo shoot, should you have multiple looks or should you focus on your best looks?
I always say put your best foot forward. So definitely less is more. Focus on your strength. Don't try to, again, reinvent the wheel. Don't do a whole lot. Make it maybe, if your salon is great at cutting, maybe do 2 or 3 different cuts. Or maybe do one shot and make that the focus of your salon for that season. I say instead of doing photo shoots, create campaigns. So I think every salon should focus on, okay, this is what my strength is, or this is what we do. Let's brand ourselves and do campaigns, just like any other company would.
You mentioned key elements earlier in our interview, so could you give us 5 key elements that salon owners can use to have visually compelling photo shoots?
Definitely. One of the 5 key elements, the first one would be prepared. Preparation is so important. You should never cut corners when it comes to being prepared. A second thing, which can kind of flow off the first one, would be hire an art director or a creative director. Find someone that has experience, even if you partner with your photographer. Always find someone that can help you if you don't have that experience yourself. The third thing would be to make sure your team is in order. Again, don't bring on someone because you like them. Bring them on because they can do the job. Make sure that they're experienced in what your story is trying to tell for your salon, and to create the campaign. And the fourth thing would be make sure the direction is clear. Make sure your story has a direction and a focus. Don't be all over the place. Have a focus. Each campaign should build upon the next campaign until you grow into where you want to be. And then you're going to continue to go, never ends. And the last and final thing is to be innovative. But the only word I can think of is not do too much. Be simple. Simplicity is key. Don't have it where there's over-the-top wardrobe. This is not an editorial. This is your hair salon brand. Make sure your hair is always the hero. Innovation is beautiful. It's great. Having the concept is amazing, but having too much makeup, hair, you're going to lose the focus. So make sure, even within being creative and innovative, make sure you have a direction and a focus. And one bonus tip that I would give stylists and salon owners: continue to practice. Always practice your craft. Never go on the main concert day and try to perform. Make sure you practice and you practice and you practice more. Test shoots, Instagram, get feedback on your work. Practice makes perfect. And I can't stress that enough, because when you're spending that much money on a photo shoot that speaks to your brand, make sure you're prepared, like I said, go back to the beginning. And to be prepared is to practice to make it perfect.
Well, thank you, Drixina, for all of those wonderful tips and everything that you shared during this interview. We appreciate you, and
Thank you, Pearl. I really appreciate you.
absolutely. To see more videos like this one, visit us at www.beautymedia.tv and be sure to follow us on our social media. Thanks for watching.